How's it going, everybody? Driver 53 here, and today I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to use so that I don't waste a lot of my fertilizer here in Farming Simulator 22. And it's kind of like a redneck GPS. It's not actually like the GPS mod at all. It's just a trick that I like to use. So as you can see right here, I'm laying down some fertilizer and I'm overlapping quite a bit here. And what I want to do is actually get out of my vehicle here, and I'm going to try and line up my tractor so that I know exactly where the edge of my field is going to be at. The first thing that I need to do is actually look in the top left hand side of my screen here, and you can say that my width is 42 meters. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and stand right here on the edge of my field. I'm going to look down at the bottom part of my screen. You can see down there in the bottom, it's got the mini map, all right? And there's some numbers down at the very bottom part. And one of them right here says 359.9. Basically, that means I'm looking straight north, 360 degrees. The next one is 1356, and then the next one is 894. So watch those numbers. When I start to move forward, the last one moves, all right? So these are my latitude, all right? Because if I'm looking north on the map, they look like a ladder as I go up and down. And the next one is going to be my horizontal because they go horizontally on the map. So I'm standing right here and I'm at 1356. And what do I notice whenever I go left? They're going to get smaller. All right, so 1356 right here. I know that my spreader is going to be 42 meters wide, and I want to divide that by 2. So that's going to give me 21. So what I'm going to do is take 1356 and then I'm going to subtract 21 meters. So that's going to give me a new number of 1335. So if I come walking across this way, all the way until I'm at 1335, you can see it's about where my tractor is right now. All right. So that means that whenever I start this next pass, I want to be right here at 1335. So I'm going to start my engine. You can see that all I have to do is just back up a little bit and I'm right there at 1335. Now that should put my fertilizer right at the edge of the field. Let's go and turn this thing on and see if we are correct. Yep, we're right there. Perfect. Now, how am I going to go straight? Well, if you look down at the bottom, it's saying 359 and then the numbers keep changing. I'm going to make that say 360 or as close to 0 as I can. Now this is going to get me going in an absolutely perfect straight line. Now this trick works really, really well whenever you're on rectangular fields. If you're not on rectangular fields, this kind of, it's a little bit, you can do it around the outside and then come back and do this. But if you're like at a 15-degree angle on some of your fields or whatever like that, that's not a perfect 90 or 180 or 270 or 0, then it's going to get a little bit off. And you can see right there, the tractor is going to bounce around a little bit. So you kind of have to line it back up. So let's say now I'm at the end of my field. I know I'm not. I've got a little ways to go. Well, now I need to go set my next path over there, right? Well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm at 1335 right now, 1334. I want to subtract the entire width of my spreader now. So I'm going to subtract another 42. So that's going to give me 1293. And sometimes I like to add just a couple more meters to this just to make sure that if I do have a little bit of variance, it's not going to give me gaps in my field, because a gap in the field, I got to come back, you know? And so what I'm going to do, turn it on. And as you can see right there, we are good to go. Now going this way, I want to make that number down in the bottom say 180. All right. Now what happens if I move over to like 1296? Let's try that. Okay. Or 1292. We come over to 1292. Oh, it's still right on the edge, but you can see right there, we're starting to get that little bit of a gap. So that's why I like to take my number under just a little bit. And if I'm at 1293, what's going to happen there? Well, we're pretty good. All right. And the same thing's going to work if you want to go the other direction. So let's say now I want to go this way. All right. Well, now I'm just going to put my number on 270. All right. And I'm going to drive straight. And then to line up, oh, I got to get my number, don't I? So my number right here is going to be the other number now. So 838. All right. And then I'm going to go down this way. It's going to be adding it when you go south. So 838 plus 42 is going to be 880. So I'm gonna go 878. I go like this, and you can see right there, that's how much overlap you're gonna have. All right. So if we go, well, I'm an 878 there. If I go to actually 880 right here, check out what that's gonna be. Right on the edge. So this is a great way if you aren't on PC and have GPS and you don't want to have to do a whole bunch of overlapping. This is a great way to be able to do this. I use it quite often when I'm playing on the console, and it just allows me to use a lot less material. I don't have to go back and clean up a whole lot of spots either. You know, and that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you would. If you want to be up to date on all the new tips and tricks videos that we're doing here on the channel, or if you want to stay up to date on what's happening on the Farmer Klein versus Driver 53 community battle that we've got going on the entire month of April, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you do, hit the notification bell too. And while you're waiting on those videos, go and check out one of these other ones right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Till next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.